The most dangerous person in your life may not be the one who openly hates you. It may be the one who studied your loneliness, memorized your wounds, learned exactly what you needed to hear, and then performed the role of someone who loved you. They knew when to call, when to touch you, when to appear concerned. They remembered the stories that made you vulnerable and repeated the words that made you feel safe. For a while, their love seemed almost perfect, but something was missing. You could feel affection in their behavior, yet somehow you never felt emotionally secure because genuine love was never growing between you. A performance was being built around you, and the performance had a purpose. Some people do not pretend to love you because they enjoy acting. They pretend because love gives them access to your loyalty, your body, your money, your forgiveness, your reputation, your emotional energy, and sometimes control over the way you see yourself. This is not simply the story of a dishonest partner. It is the psychology of counterfeit love and why it can be more difficult to escape than open cruelty. Chapter 1. They study what you need. Counterfeit love often begins with observation. Before certain people reveal what they want from you, they discover what you are missing. If you have spent years feeling unseen, they overwhelm you with attention. If others abandoned you, they promise they will never leave. If you were constantly criticized, they praise everything about you. If your childhood was emotionally cold, they give you an intensity that feels like finally coming home. This is why fake love can initially feel more powerful than genuine love. Real love requires time. Two people gradually discover one another. Trust grows through consistency, boundaries, and shared experience. Counterfeit love is often impatient. It attempts to create the emotional results of a deep relationship before a deep relationship actually exists. They may say, "I have never felt this way before. You are the only person who truly understands me. I think we were meant to meet." The words may sound romantic, but intensity is not intimacy. A person can make you feel chosen without ever taking the time to know you. Psychologists sometimes describe an extreme version of this pattern as love bombing. Excessive attention, admiration, communication, or affection used to create rapid emotional attachment. Not every passionate beginning is manipulation, but affection becomes suspicious when it is used to rush your trust, weaken your boundaries, or make you feel guilty for slowing things down. Their real objective is not always to know you. Sometimes it is to become necessary to you. Chapter 2. They become your reflection. People who pretend to love you are often skilled at mirroring. You tell them what you value, and suddenly they value it too. You describe your dream, and they claim they have always wanted the same future. You reveal your deepest fear, and they present themselves as the person who could never cause it. Mirroring is natural in healthy relationships. People unconsciously copy the expressions, language, and behavior of those they feel connected to. But manipulative mirroring is different. It does not emerge from connection. It is used to manufacture connection. You believe you have found someone remarkably similar to you, but you may simply be looking at a reflection created from information you gave them. This is why their personality can later seem to change completely. The person you met may not have disappeared. That person may never have fully existed. Once your trust has been secured, the reflection becomes unnecessary. They begin withdrawing the effort that attracted you. The constant messages slow down. The curiosity disappears. Affection becomes conditional. And when you question the change, they tell you that you are demanding, insecure, or impossible to satisfy. You start chasing the person they were at the beginning. But you are not chasing a lost relationship. You are chasing the opening scene of a performance. Chapter 3. They love your function. One of the hardest truths to accept is that some people do not love you. They love the function you perform in their life. They love how you rescue them, how you pay for things, how you forgive them, how you protect their image, how you listen whenever their life collapses, how your loyalty allows them to avoid the consequences of their behavior. They enjoy receiving love from you, but they are not equally interested in protecting your well-being. You notice this when you stop performing your usual role. Say no to a request. Establish a boundary. Ask them to take responsibility. Become sick, exhausted, or emotionally unavailable. Suddenly, their affection changes. A person who loves you may feel disappointed by your boundary, but they can still respect your humanity. A person who loves your usefulness experiences your boundary as betrayal. Your no threatens the arrangement they quietly believed they owned. They may punish you through silence, anger, guilt, or withdrawal. And this reveals the hidden contract beneath their affection. I will love you as long as you remain useful to me. That is not love. That is emotional employment without your consent. Chapter 4. Affection becomes a reward. Counterfeit love rarely disappears all at once. If it did, you might leave immediately. Instead, affection becomes unpredictable. One day they are warm, vulnerable, and almost identical to the person you first met. The next day, they are distant or cruel. After hurting you, they may suddenly become gentle again. They apologize, they cry, they promise change. For a moment, hope returns. Then the pattern repeats. Psychology calls unpredictable rewards intermittent reinforcement. A reward delivered irregularly can keep someone repeating a behavior longer than a reward that arrives consistently. Inside a harmful relationship, brief returns of affection can become emotionally powerful. You do not remain because every day is beautiful. You remain because some days remind you of the beginning. Your nervous system becomes trapped between fear and relief. Pain creates emotional hunger. Then, a small amount of affection temporarily satisfies it. You interpret that relief as proof of love. But sometimes what feels like love returning is only the temporary removal of pain. This is why leaving can feel like withdrawal. You are not only grieving the person, you are grieving the possibility that the beautiful version of them might return permanently. Chapter 5. Your vulnerability becomes evidence. At the beginning, they encourage you to open up. They want to know everything: your childhood, your insecurities, your past relationships, the mistakes you regret, the thoughts you have never told anyone. You interpret their curiosity as emotional closeness. But later, during conflict, the information returns differently. Your childhood wound becomes an insult. Your insecurity becomes proof that you are unstable. Your past mistake becomes a weapon. The secret you shared in safety is introduced into an argument designed to defeat you. This is one of the clearest differences between love and emotional exploitation. Love treats vulnerability as something entrusted. Manipulation treats vulnerability as information collected. A loving person may become angry with you, but they do not deliberately destroy the parts of you they were invited to protect. When someone repeatedly uses your wounds to control you, they are not simply bad at communication. They are demonstrating that winning matters more to them than your psychological safety. Chapter 6. They rewrite your reality. Counterfeit love survives by keeping you confused. When their behavior contradicts their words, they rarely explain the contradiction honestly. Instead, they challenge your perception. That never happened. You misunderstood me. You are too sensitive. You always create problems. Eventually, the conversation is no longer about what they did. It becomes a trial of your personality. This pattern is commonly associated with gaslighting, repeatedly denying, distorting, or reframing another person's experience until they begin doubting their own judgment. You start documenting conversations in your mind. You rehearse simple questions before asking them. You search through old messages to confirm that you did not imagine what was said. You become more careful while they become less accountable. And gradually, their version of reality becomes louder than your own. This is not accidental confusion. Confusion can be a form of control. A person who trusts their own perception can make decisions. A person who doubts everything may remain exactly where they are. Chapter 7. Why you blame yourself. When the truth becomes difficult to avoid, many people ask the wrong question: how could I have been so foolish? But trusting someone who consistently presented themselves as loving does not make you foolish. It makes you human. Healthy relationships depend on the assumption that words, actions, and intentions are reasonably connected. Manipulative people exploit that assumption. You were not weak because you believed the affection. You responded to the person they repeatedly showed you. The shame belongs to the person who used intimacy as camouflage. Still, there may be a deeper reason you remained after the warning signs appeared. If love was unpredictable during childhood, emotional inconsistency may feel strangely familiar. You may have learned that love must be earned through patience, sacrifice, or self-erasure. You may mistake anxiety for passion because calm affection feels unfamiliar. This does not mean you wanted to suffer. It means your nervous system may recognize familiarity before it recognizes safety. Understanding that pattern is not an excuse to remain. It is how you stop repeating it. Chapter 8. How the mask finally falls. The mask usually falls when you become difficult to control. You stop explaining your boundaries. You stop responding immediately. You stop accepting apologies without changed behavior. You begin trusting patterns more than promises. And the person who once called you perfect may suddenly describe you as selfish, cold, or ungrateful. They may tell others that you changed. In one sense, they are right. You are no longer playing the role that made their behavior possible. This is the moment counterfeit love often transforms into resentment. Because entitlement was hiding beneath the affection. They did not only want your love, they believed your love belonged to them. Your independence feels like rejection. Your healing feels like rebellion. Your boundaries expose what their affection was unable to survive. Genuine love does not require your powerlessness. If someone can only love you when you are silent, useful, confused, or afraid to leave, they do not love you. They love the version of you they can control. Discovering that someone performed love can damage more than one relationship. It can make every future kindness feel suspicious. You begin searching for hidden motives. You fear that every gentle person is wearing another mask. And this is the final injury counterfeit love attempts to leave behind. It tries to convince you that genuine love does not exist. Do not give the person who deceived you that much power. Healing does not mean becoming naive again. It means becoming discerning without becoming emotionally dead. Watch how people respond to your boundaries. Watch whether their words survive inconvenience. Watch whether they protect your vulnerability during conflict. Watch what happens when you have nothing immediate to offer them. Real love is not proven by the intensity of an introduction. It is revealed through consistency after excitement fades. It does not rush your trust. It earns it. It does not punish your independence. It respects it. It does not collect your wounds as weapons. It protects them as something sacred. Some people will say they love you because they want access to your life. But love is not what a person says while trying to enter. Love is what remains after they are already inside and finally have the power to hurt you. So do not judge love by promises made in beautiful moments. Judge it by patterns revealed in difficult ones. Because the person who genuinely loves you may not always say the perfect thing, but they will never need to destroy your mind in order to keep your heart.